Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave, and we're continuing our playthrough of Combat, Volume 1 from Compass Games. And so this is the start of turn 3. One of the things that I did correct at the end of the last video was Private Maloney did not get killed, he got suppressed, and he did fail his morale check, so he's now cautious, which is -1. So the first thing we do is play our order card, and they're up to something, and this is an enemy event. So before we place any orders, we do our enemy event. So we have to roll for the enemy event, and it is a 9. So a 9 is enemy minefield. If rolled during the orders phase or as a result of a successful planning roll, a random character realizes that they are in a minefield. Okay, so I have to roll 1d6 and determine who that is, and then I'll have to work through that. So I'll get that set up and place my orders, and I got to read about how to handle the minefield, and then we'll go from there. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so we have a minefield, which this guy's in, and then these hexes are also part of the minefield. So he now's discovered, he's our medic up there from Able Team, has discovered he's in a minefield. So we gave him a sneak order, which gives him +1 to his quality check when we go to move him and see if we can get him out of there without blowing up a mine. We hope. So for my orders, he is the sneak. We have an evade here. We have a rapid fire. This guy doesn't know we're there yet. We've spotted him. He's probably going to spot us, but we're going to rapid fire on him. And then we have aimed fire here, hoping to spot these guys. And I have a sneak. Well, sneak I already talked about. Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to have to go backwards to get out of that minefield. And then the Germans up there are still in their waiting mode. Here we have a rally for this wounded soldier, and they have rapid fire, evade, 5-6, and aimed fire. So 2 of those guys aren't going to be doing anything because they're behind the hedge. We come down here. I've aimed fire with these 2 soldiers. I have an aimed fire here. He has a rapid fire there, so man, he's going to get the first shot at me there. I don't like that. Hopefully I can, all these guys have, he has an aimed fire. I have an evade all the way down here at the bottom, and an evade here. The yellow that's been wounded and is in a rout, he's going to try to rally. But he's not going to do anything this turn. I'm going to try to get up close to him, see if I can't hammer him a little bit. And then over here, we have rapid fire, evade, and slow suppressive fire, which isn't going to do him any good because he's behind all those rocks. And then for our setup over here, of course, I had my event card. And then Impulse 1, it's going to go yellow, Charlie, Able, blue, Baker, red, and white. So white's the last one to go. And we are in turn 3. So we're all set up. We're ready to go. So we'll be able to get this battle started here shortly. Okay. So this is Impulse 1, and we start with yellow. And as we see over here, there's no yellow. So the first one is here. He can't see anybody. He's in the woods. And that brings us all the way down to this soldier, and he's got a rally. So he's a 0. He doesn't do anything. Okay, now we go to Charlie. All right, we have aimed fires. He doesn't do anything. Aimed fire, aimed fire, aimed fire, rally. And then the one Charlie that's doing something, he has evade. He's going to move into the stream right here. And actually, you know what? he could have tried to spot him. Well, no, he's already been spotted, so it doesn't matter. Okay, yep. Okay, that's Charlie. Now we go Abel. Way up here, he's in the minefield. He's got a sneak, so he's a 0. We're planning here, so that's a 0. And then right here we have evade. He's going to move to the rocks. Okay, brings us to blue. Moving along quite quickly here on this first impulse. He's waiting. He can't see anybody yet. So we have a chance to spot right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a 0 modifier, and we are aimed fire in the woods. Okay, aimed fire in the woods. In the trees is a -2. So he needs a 0 to 2, and he gets a 2. Okay, so we have to see if he's an actual soldier or not, because he's spotted. And he's not, it's a dummy. Okay, so the first dummy comes off. Well, that's 1 down, finally. All right, so he does not get spotted. Okay. This blue has rapid fire. Oh, sorry, this blue has rally, but he has, so that's a 0. He has rapid fire. He doesn't have any targets because he's behind the hedge. And this is aimed fire, that's a 0. So that's all the blue. So we now go to Baker. Okay, so Baker's up here at the top. So we have evade. So he's going to evade 1 over, like that. Then we have rapid fire right here. He's got an M1 Grand. He's going to fire. He's got a range of 1, which is +2. He gets a -2 because of the rapid fire. His weapon skill is a 7. And this guy is no orders in the trees. So no order in the trees is -1. So we need a 6 or less to hit. 0. Great. So I get, my morale goes up by 1 for hitting him with a 0. So we'll do that first thing. So I hit him. And now we pull his wound card. And his wound card is bad wound. Okay. So we put a bad wound onto this soldier. And that is a -3. And he, sorry to grab my glasses. Forgot to put them on. Okay. He needs a 0-1. For this morale check on this wound check. It's a 3, he failed it. He drops 2 morale levels. And that makes him shaken. And I believe with his, that's a -5. And we'll take a real quick look here in the rules. But I do believe because that's a -5, he's eliminated. We get a KIA there. We're just going to take a real fast look right here. On wounds, let's see. Enemy characters are dead if the total TQ modifier of their wounds equals or exceeds their TQ. So his total quality is the red number, that's -3. And his morale is -2. He's eliminated. Okay, so we got rid of him. That was what we were hoping for. All right, he becomes a KIA. We put an enemy KIA marker there. All right. This gunfire is going to wake up a bunch of guys over here. Okay. This guy is trying to spot here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 0. He is no orders in the house, in a building. So in a building, no order is -3. And I gotta have a 0 to spot this guy with him. A 2 does not do it. Okay, so I don't know that he's there yet. Okay. And that's it for Baker team. We now go to red. Okay, he's going to try to spot here, so that's a 0 modifier. He's aimed fire in the trees. And aimed fire in the trees is -2. So he needs a 0 to 2 to spot. It's a 7, so he does not spot. Okay. He can't see because of the wall. He has an evade 5, 6. So 5 is this direction, so he evades. Okay. This red he doesn't see. This one has rapid fire, so he's going to fire. And he has a line of sight. Actually to Charlie right there. And he has any of these guys he can fire at. Okay, so let's just see what your best modifier is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because he's firing, it's going to reveal him because we're going to have to know his weapon skill, which is 3, and it's a KR98. So 7, and then 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he can, the range is not going to modify anything. So now it is who's got the, so we have an aimed fire in the trees, which is a -2. We have aimed fire in the hedge, which is -1. So right now he would shoot here. We have a rally in the hedge, that's -3. And we have a plan in the hedge, -1. So he's going to fire at one of these two guys. So we'll roll to see. 1 to 5, it'll be up here. It's a 4. That's who he's going to fire at. Okay. So he's firing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a 0 modifier. And he is aimed fire in the hedge, which is a -1. So and this is rapid fire -2, so 3, he has to roll a 0 to hit. And he rolls a 4, so he does not hit. Okay. This red has an evade 6. He moves this direction. And this red is still waiting. Okay. And now we have white. So none of these whites are doing anything. So the only white, we have 2. We have 1 right here. He's doing rapid fire. Of course, he's going to fire right here. So this is, he has a KR98. Range is 2. And range of 2 is +1. He has -2 for rapid fire, so he's -1. And we are aimed fire in the trees, which is -2. So +1, -3, so he's -2, and he's a 3. He needs a 0 or 1. He got a 4, so no hit. Okay, let's kind of bank it on that too a little bit. All right, that's the end of Impulse 1. Because this white down here is a slow suppressive, so he's not firing at anybody. That's all for white. Okay, so we go to Impulse 2, and we go yellow. So again, no orders. He's got a rally. So we go Charlie. Okay, Charlie can fire now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a 7 on a grand M1. So that's a 0 modifier. He is rally in the hedge, which is -3. So I have to have a 0 to hit. And I got a 3. He missed. All right. This guy's firing the same thing. So it's same range, and it's -3, and he's a 4. So he needs a 0 to 1 to hit. Ah, a 1. Got it. Okay. So we hit here. His order immediately is going to become duck back off of there. We give him a hide order, change him to duck back because he immediately goes to that. But we'll check his wound, and it is bad wound. All right, I think that may take care of that guy because he already had a wound, which was a bad wound. Yes, so he's they killed him. Okay, so we got rid of another soldier, another one down. Okay, so far so good. Now we have Corporal Stinson, who's firing here. Range is 2. This guy's in rapid fire mode. Range is 2 with my M3 grease gun. That's a +1. And he is rapid fire in a depression, which is -1. So I'm even. So I need a 4 or less to hit. Okay. 1. All right. Hit him. 4. Oh, I get 3 rolls with that, by the way, because that's the machine pistol. His first one is a bad wound. We'll go ahead and roll for the next hit. It's a 2. He hits him again. This one will be a light wound. We get 1 more. 3. We hit him a 3rd time, so 3 hits. This one's going to be a close call, so that's a morale check. Okay, so he gets a bad wound first, which of course his order is going to change. We'll set it here for a second. And then he's going to get a morale check. So bad wound -3, so he's a 0 to 1 on his morale check. And that's a 2. He failed it, so he's going to drop 2 morale levels. And then he takes a light wound, and this light wound gives him -4, and that's enough to eliminate him. So he's now eliminated. So let's see, I killed a soldier there, and I killed that one there. So, all right. So we finally got something cooking here. And that order's done. Okay. All right, this Charlie is firing. We're gonna see, I actually had him set up to fire there. Let's see if he can see this guy. Yes, he can. He can just get there. Or he can fire down here. But I think he's going to fire this way. I think. Yeah, because he's not going to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with an M1. So that's a 0 modifier. He's rapid fire in the trees. And a rapid fire in the trees is -2. He's a 5, so he needs a 0 to 3 to hit. 0. Perfect. All right. So the first thing we get is our morale level goes up 1 for rolling that 0. So Private Douglas just got a little braver. And now, see what kind of wound we got on this German soldier. It's a light wound, okay? His order is going to change to duck back now, because he just got wounded. We need a light wound on him. And so his morale is going to be 3 or less. And he got a 4. So he failed. He drops 2 more levels, so he becomes shaken now. Okay, so that worked out rather well. Got him in trouble. Okay. Next, Charlie has a rally. And then down here, this Charlie is in evade. He's moving up the stream there. Okay. Now we go able. Okay. So I have my able soldier up here in the minefield. And he's using a sneak order. So what he has to do is let's see, if the character, if they fail, draw, right. So he's got to make a TQC roll for them, for this to move. And because he's using the sneak order, he gets a +1 to his morale, to his TQC. So that makes him a 5. We got a 50-50 chance for him to get out of this minefield without blowing up. Okay. It is a, well, gee whiz. I missed the whole thing. It is a 7. He failed. He has to take 3 wound cards. The first one is a close call. The second one is a KIA. So he's dead. So we lost him in the minefield. Bloom. Okay, so we lost 1 in the minefield. We'll put our friendly KIA up there. He was a medic too, so. So Abel's gone now. All right. Okay, next is blue. Nothing. This blue is a rapid fire. He has no target. He has aimed fire, no target. So that's it for the blue. Now we go Baker. We have evade, 2 right there. We have rapid fire. So he can't see because that tree's in his way, and he can't see to spot anybody. And we have aimed fire, but he can't see him yet, so he's going to try to spot him. So this was a 0, and he's a waiting order in a building, or no order in the building, -3, so he needs a 0 to spot. And he gets a 9, so he fails that, so he does not spot. That's it for Baker. And you know what? I wasn't even supposed to do Baker. Yeah, it was. That was the blue. I'm trying to think if I moved. I don't think I moved him because he was 2 squares behind. You had an evade. That's right. Because he should come out. That's the way I had it. I forgot to move that Abel. Okay. He fired. He doesn't fire. And he evaded. Okay. So that's where we're at there. Okay. Next up is red. Okay, he's going to try to spot here. This is aimed fire in the trees, which is a -2. So he's a 4, so he needs a 0 to 2. And he gets a 3. Woo, that was close. Okay. The next red is here. He's in evade 5-6, so he goes this direction this time. All right. This red's in duck back, which becomes a hide order. And This red has an evade 6, so he's moving up this direction now. And I believe he might have a line of sight to there. Yes, he does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's spotting here, here to here. It's a 9, so that's a 0. And he is evade in the trees. Is -1. So he needs 3 or less. 6. Does not get him. Does not see him. Okay. That's it for red. And now we go white. And there, the only white is a slow suppress. And all the rocks are blocking him way over here. So he can't fire. So we don't have anything happening with white right now. Okay, we go to impulse 3. We go yellow. The only yellow is here. He's in a rally. We go Charlie. He can't fire. The rocks are blocking him from firing this direction, so they can't fire. He has aimed fire. Well, they're all aimed fires. They couldn't fire anyway yet. So he's aimed fire, rally, rally. So nothing to do there. This Charlie's in evade. Moving him to here. Okay. And now we go Abel. That Abel died. He's in plan. This is an evade. He's in the stream now. Okay. And we go blue. Nothing up there. He was a dummy. He has aimed fire, so he has nothing to fire at. Nothing he can do. And then we go red. So he's trying to spot here. So again, he's a minus aimed fire in the trees. -2, so he needs a 0 to 2. He gets a 5, so he does not see him. So these guys just aren't seeing each other there. This one is an evade 5, 6, so he evades 5 this time. So now he's in the hedge. We're going to get a chance to spot this guy now. Okay. He has a hide. He has an evade 6. He's moving up. And that's it for red. And white has nothing. He has a suppressive fire. Suppressive fire way down here. So he can't do anything yet. Okay. We're at impulse 4. We go yellow. Yellow is a rally. He's the only yellow that's doing anything. And we go Charlie. Okay, Charlie here has aimed fire. He can't see this direction because of this guy. Well, let's do it the right way. This Charlie is going to try to spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is evade in the hedge. That's a -1. So he's a 4, makes him a 0 to 3 to spot. 9, he does not see him. He's doing the same thing. It's also a 0 to 3. 0, he spots him. Okay, so with that, we get to see what we got here. Ah, it's another dummy. Okay, so another dummy off the board. So that's helping us in the middle now. Okay, we have aimed fire right here. I'm going to check him now. See what he can see and what he can shoot at. He can definitely shoot there. But he cannot. Let me take a, I got to get right over the top of it here. Yeah, the rocks are blocking him there. But he can fire here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The range is 7 with his M3 grease gun, which is a -2 modifier. He gets 3 shots. Of course, we run the risk of ammo here, but he gets 3 shots at a -2, and this guy is hide in the trees. Let's see what we even get. We may not even waste our ammo. Hide in the trees is -4. Yeah, it'd be a 0. I'm not going to fire. I'm not going to run the risk with that M3 at that range. Okay. This guy's got aimed fire. He can fire there. He can spot there. Make sure of that. Yep. And he can fire there. So the question is, which one do you go after? And I'll tell you what, we're going to fire here. I want to see if I can hit him and maybe knock that rally off of him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with my M1 Grand. That's a 0. He is rally in the rocks. -5. Any hit is treated as a morale check. Man, not really what I wanted there, but maybe he's better off firing over here. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's a hide in the trees. Hide in the trees is -4. So I got to hit him with a 0 to 1. That's where he's firing at. 0 to 1. 7. Missed. Okay. I have a rally. And then I have evade right here. Now we have Abel. He's a plan. He's an evade. We have blue. He's waiting. He's a rapid fire. He's an aimed fire, so they can't do anything. Nothing else there. And then Baker, we have evade. We have aimed fire, but he can't see anybody yet, so he's going to try to spot. So we know that's a -3, so he has to have a 0 to spot. He got an 8, so he does not spot. Okay. All right. So not having much luck up in here. And that's it for Baker team. We go red. He's going to try to spot here. So again, he needs aimed fire in the trees is a -1. -2. He has to have a 0 to 2. It's a 9, so he doesn't see him. Okay. Nothing there. He's a hide down here now. This is an evade 6. So he's moving up to here now. Okay. He's waiting. Okay. And white, we don't have anything happening with white. So that is the end of, that's the end of turn 3. Now we had some gunfire up here. So for 10 hexes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he becomes alert. He's going to become alert. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now he becomes alert. Does not get to him. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doesn't get to these guys. They didn't fire any. He never fired. We fired here. But I don't think it'll reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. And I think I'll double check him when I look at the video, but I don't think that he fired. But I will look at the video and see if he did. If he did, it can alert some of these guys back here. He was doing evade, he was in rally mode. Okay, so we have a last couple things to check here. So I have a rally going on. And the Germans have some rallies going on, and I have a plan. So we need to resolve these. So for the rally, I roll, and I have to beat my TQ, but I'm in a I'm within the leadership range of a friendly leader. He's right here. And so I get a +1, so that makes me a 5. So he gets a 0 to 5. He got a 3. Okay, so that worked, and we get our morale back. So I like that. Okay, now we have a plan order here. He has to roll. His is a 6, so he needs a 6 or less. And he got a 1. So he got his plan done, which means we get to draw and set aside 2 cards right here. So he gets the next 2 cards, which we don't get to look at yet. But the planning worked. So far, those paid dividends. Now we have the German soldier who's also trying to rally, and this guy's a good guy, so there's a good chance that he might do it. It's modified by wounds, but not by morale state. Okay, so he has a light wound, which is -1. So that's a 6 or less for him, and he'll get to raise his morale. Oh, it's a 0. He gets to raise it by 2 levels. So his morale went from rout to shaken to cautious. So he is now light wound and cautious. So everybody, all the players, enemy and friendly, got their job done. Okay, so that's the end of turn 3. I'll get all the orders cleaned off and get us set up for turn 4. And we'll see where we're going to be at there. I'll get everything set back up, and I'll see you then. So thanks for watching, and hope you're enjoying it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you. All right, I'll see you guys at turn 4. Thanks.